gorillas stomping in a zoo.
I'll say at the beginning this, sorry about the fan. If you guys wonder about my pink hair, I have it for the entire month of October for breast cancer awareness. But let's jump into this theory. We're going to be talking about the 4 poneglyphs. The 4 row poneglyphs. And you might be, why are you talking about the 4th one? We don't know where the 4th one is. I think Oda just teased with last week's One Piece chapter that we know where the 4th row poneglyph is. Because they summed up the fight in such a extent that it's like... Give me a second. They summed it up in such an extent... Well, Papa will open the chapter. The fight between Garp and Roger versus the Rock Pirates. They summed up pretty quickly on God Valley. Just the fight here. I'm guessing the last road poneglyph. Because we know Zoe has one. Big Mom has one. Kaido has one. I don't think Red Shanks or Blackbeard has one. Red Shanks would be cool to have one. But he's only been Yonko for, 6 years now, we got told. So he hasn't been Emperor for long. So I don't think he has it yet. I think the last poneglyph, if anything, I believe it will be on God Valley. Just because they use quotes in here that, like, God Valley, they don't know where it is anymore. There's no maps of it. I would bet God Valley we're eventually going to end up on. The Straw Hats will eventually end up on God Valley. And that's where Oda will actually show a lot more of the fight. Because I believe Oda, with all like, rocks and all the youth being shown off, all in the background, all shaded dark, I'm guessing we're actually going to get a whole flashback. We're actually going to see some of the war. But for him to do that, I believe will have to be on God Valley. So I believe we'll end up on God Valley sometime after Wano. And because you think Oda at this point would love, as far as we're seeing, he's going to love drawing this. Because he loves drawing certain things. I think he's going to love drawing this. That'd be my guess. Drawing Roger and Garp fighting against Rocks. I have to go through the whole crew of the whole crew here. There's Rocks, because I don't want to name off people that are not on here. Okay, I think it was earlier on in the chapter. I'm too far in. Let me go to, like, page 4 or something. Is it page 7? Page 7. We get the shadows of all them. So here's what's on the crew. And I believe Oda will love drawing it. And this is chapter 957. Rocks as at the lead. We have Whitebeard in his prime. Big Mom, Kaido, all in their prime. Golden Lion. That's Shiki. We got a whole movie on him. Which I'm so happy. I'm so happy that he's in the manga. I really thought Oda was just going to brush over him. But him being actually in the manga, like, fully out right here is awesome. Silver Axe, we don't know. Captain John, we saw as, I think, a zombie commander back on back when they fought Moria, way back after War 7, and Enies Lobby. I think that he was a commander zombie, and Wang Zi. Which I believe, if I remember listening to Tech King's video, he was someone that brought weapons and stuff into China? China or Japan. I'm I would have to rewatch this video. But for this point, I think we're going to get more on God Valley. It's not... Him just saying it now and us not getting more on it later is probably not... Like, you could bet it, but you're probably going to lose that bet if we're not going to see God Valley. And you're betting we're not going to see God Valley. You're going to lose that bet. But right now, the point here is... The best point for this theory of mine is in this chapter. All maps are released. But because he touched too many of the stones, that this world would rather be left untouched. O'Hara, Robin's island that she grew up on, they started messing with the Poneglyphs, started reading them. Rocks did the same thing. O'Hara is more of like a fairy tale right now. Same thing with God Valley. It's a fairy tale. Because the world government doesn't want people to know how to read the Poneglyphs. They just want people to pass over it. So, in the long run, I think because of this line, because he touched too many of the stones, that this world would rather be left untouched. No information about the Rocks Pirate exists. If he touched that many of the stones, I believe we're going to get to God Valley, and that's where going to be the fourth road Poneglyph is going to be on God Valley. Because, as far as Oda's teasing, this is what my theory is the fourth road Poneglyph is on God Valley. And I could be wrong. I can come back and say, oh, why did I say that? It's actually here. But if I say... I haven't seen anybody say the fourth road Poneglyph is on God Valley. This is my statement. If this happens, I'm going to be so hyped and so happy that one of my theories came true. I did a lot of theories, but a lot of them are just failing. I did a few so far. And this one, I'm so certain that this is where the fourth road Poneglyph is going to be. But the other reason is it's cool that he's bringing up rocks, and this is the way he led into the bounties. It's one of the great ways Oda leads right into the bounties, showing the bounties finally of all the emperors dead and alive. This is the way he showed them off, and the King of the Pirates bounty. It's a great way for him to lead into the bounties. But to just toss up God Valley up there, like this is where Rocks Pirates' fate was. The only people that would know where the hell God Valley is right now would be those people who were on the crew during that. So Garp might still remember. Roger's dead. Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard's dead. Shiki, I don't think we're gonna see Shiki anytime soon. But if anything, Big Mom and Kaido would still know where God Valley is. And my idea is when they're infiltrating Wano, Onogashima, the island where Kaido's staying at, in the mansion, it's gonna show a map with God Valley on it. It's gonna show a map where God Valley is, and Nami or Robin or one of them is gonna say, "That's not right. This map, this island doesn't exist on any maps that we have seen." And that's going to lead them to say, let's go to that island. Because Luffy's going to be curious at that point. Once he hears this map, this island is not shown on any other maps, but only on this one, Luffy's going to be curious automatically to go there. I believe that it's going to lead to something along the lines of them finding a map of God Valley still on it, within the Onogashima mansion, fortress, to then lead them to God Valley. It might not be in there. I'm saying the best chance of them ending up on God Valley is either through Big Mom or Kaido right now. And I believe it would be at the end of Wano. We'll probably get a map of God Valley, where it's located, and Oda's probably going to put islands next to it with names. And that's all we're going to get for those islands. Or we might get, like, Totland's here, and God Valley's up here, and Wano's down here. Like, we might get that. But for the cause of this, I believe the fourth Poneglyph. I'm like 95% positive. I want to say Oda's teasing with the words he's used in this last chapter that the fourth road Poneglyph is on God Valley. And you guys can disagree. You guys might have other theories. I'm just saying, I haven't seen anybody talk about this. I've watched a few things. No one's have been talking about the fourth road Poneglyph. We haven't talked about the road Poneglyph in such a long time. This is my best opportunity to pull up the road Poneglyph. It could be even they go to find the road Poneglyph inside Kaido's mansion fortress, and next to it or in that same room is the map of God Valley. And that could be where the fourth road Poneglyph is. And back then, they might not even realize they had the road Poneglyph. But if rocks touch that many stones, it would make even more sense for God Valley to be where the fourth road Poneglyph is. Because if it's hidden away from everybody, no one knows where this island is anymore, except for a few people, that would make sense why no one can find the goddamn fourth road Poneglyph anymore. That's the reason why people haven't been able to conquer. Zoe is up in there too. Only a few people know where Zoe is. Zoe's road Poneglyph is. But they know Big Mom and Kaido have it. One each. But the fourth one has always been up the air. Even for people on Zoe, they never knew what it is. To have it on the island would make the most goddamn sense for it to be there. Just because no one knows where the island is anymore. It's not in maps. Not in maps in history books or maps that they have seen. But if anything, I fully believe the fourth road Poneglyph is on God Valley. And you can say, oh, it's probably not going to be there. I'm so goddamn sure. I almost said this in the manga review for 957. If you go back, I started talking about God Valley and, oh, wait, I need to save this for a different video. I said that because I almost started talking about this. I didn't want to say it in there. I'm saying right now, 95% sure the fourth road Poneglyph is on God Valley. And that's where we'll get more of the Oda drawing how Rocks got defeated and everybody got defeated by Garp and Roger's crew. And that could also show off Shanks and everybody on Roger's crew fighting against all the Yonko. Otherwise, that's my theory. You might not like it, but it's my theory where the fourth road Poneglyph could be located. I'm going to title this something like Oda hinted to the fourth road Poneglyph. Or we know where the fourth road Poneglyph is now. Or theory. We know where, it'll probably be One Piece theory. We know where the road Poneglyph is now, the fourth. Because I'm more than certain Oda's hinting towards God Valley because he's making very sure this is why we've never heard of God Valley. It is very hidden. This would be the best place for the road Poneglyph to be, other than the Celestial's Hens. If it was in the Celestial Dragons, that makes sense even more, like probably the same amount. But for God Valley to be there, it would be so amazing. I'm so hyper. Sorry. But that is my theory. Like I said, if you like it, you can like it. You can talk about it. If you guys want to chat or throw off theories or just talk, comment down below. I usually reply to every comment. If it's more like replying back. If you're just saying, oh, this is incredible theory or whatever, I will say thank you, usually. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, if you ever already subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel and keep all content. When we hit 750 subscribers, I'll have a video on probably the homepage of showing off, talking about the giveaway. The winner of the giveaway will decide if they want Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, or Steam card. If we hit 1,000 before the end of the year, I'll be doing 2 gift card giveaways, and I'll be in the Carolina Reaper. If we hit after the new year, I will be only doing 1 gift card giveaway and no Carolina Reaper Ian. No Ian that. Otherwise, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night, everybody. And, like I said, I really hope this is where the 4th row Poneglyph is. But no, like always, hopefully I do see you guys next video, and peace.